Welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charlson, Kick on Sports. Now, there's a lot that is happening at Manchester United that the coach is not talking about. You know, there's just so much going on. Things that you need to know that even the fan out there you could be able to see clearly. Now, this game against Everton brought out some very glaring weaknesses in the Manchester United team, and I'm taken aback just thinking about this because hey, this is Manchester United. We have to be better. We have to be better than most on every other day. But there's something that is happening that I saw in this game that just it kind of scared me in a way. Now, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing to Kick on Sports because we are doing sports however it is, wherever it is. Now, Everton is one of those games that we thought would be easy. In fact, even the coach, the lineup that he put, that was a very good lineup. You know, for the first time we saw Brian Mbeumo in our team, together with Cunha, together with Bruno. You know, this is a matchup that needs to work. This is an arrangement that needs to work because basically these three players are supposed to work together in tandem so that we can be able to be much better. Because last season we struggled with goals. 44 goals for a club like Manchester United is unacceptable. You know, so when you bring in Mbeumo with over 10 goals, you bring in Cunha with over 10 goals, and Bruno, as usual, does his bit. Manchester United is supposed to be fluid up front. It's supposed to be working. It's supposed to be gelling. You know, however, the first thing that I saw in this game, the very first thing that I saw in this game is that our defense is still not solid enough. Our defense is still not strong enough. You know, Everton are built of men, huge men, guys who will knock you off the pitch anytime. Strong men, people who are able to hold on to the ball. A player like Beto is not someone that you just go into easily. And we saw they were able to bully Manchester United at some point. In fact, it was like, it reminded me of Stoke of old, you know, the days of Robert Huth and that kind of player, you know. They were solid, they were strong. So basically what Everton did is just put so much pressure on Manchester United. And they were using a lot of physicality. And that is something that we are missing. We were missing that from the middle of the park, from defense, and I was a bit worried. You know, and the coach tweaking, playing Dalot on the left, and Ahmad on the right. I don't know what was the thought process, because we have two left backs, two left backs on the pitch. You know, on the bench we have Dogu and we have Diego, and remember Luke Shaw is still a very solid left back. So I don't know why he was playing Dalot on the right on the left side. That is something that I think we just need to cut out. We need to play round pegs in round holes, not round pegs on square holes. And that is something that I saw that was very wanting. The physicality of the United defense and the tweaking around of the defense. In fact, Everton on the very first, the first half, they were very aggressive, more so on the wings, because Cunha and Mbeumo were not supporting the wing backs, you know. So it was a bit of a crazy situation. Manchester United really struggled going through Everton, defending Everton. It wasn't easy. That is something that we need to look at as the season goes by. Now, the second thing that I saw in this game, UGARTE was out of sorts. You know, this boy was misplacing balls left, right, and center. And if you have to play number 6 for Manchester United, you need to be very solid. You need to be predictable. We need to know what output you're supposed to be giving every other day. You know, so this performance was not exactly what we expected, because we saw him perform better against Bournemouth. He performed better in that game. He was very solid. He was breaking play, he was passing, he was even attacking. You know, at some point he almost scored. But yesterday, what we saw is unacceptable. He was giving away balls, he was losing duels, he was misplacing balls. You know, sometimes he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I don't know whether it was just too much information from the coach that really confused these players. If you looked at this game, you will see there was something missing. It's like giving someone so much information they don't even know what to do with it. You know, that is what I saw in this game. We wanted to do so much, but we were not doing it in a synchronized manner. Everyone was like just doing their own thing, and that is why this game became very hard. And you will see the goals that Everton scored. They were not like clinical goals. These are goals that our defense could have dealt with very, very easily. But there was just something missing. Yeah? There was just some commotion somewhere. Something was not done right. The coach did not prepare these boys properly, or they came into this game thinking Everton will just be a pushover, because they've lost 2 games in a row already against Bournemouth and West Ham. You know. Now the third thing that I saw, this is promising though. We saw Mbeumo, Cunha, and Bruno can work together. Yes, they can work together, but something has to suffer in that team. Someone has to suffer. Mbeumo played as a 9, which I found was a bit out of sorts. He was not really solid in that position. But there's a shot that he did that was almost a goal that was blocked, basically. You know, so we will see his runs, we will see his movement, we will see so much. We'll see so much in this player in that particular position. Maybe after more than one training session, you know. However, he is solid. He is good. He's a very, very beautiful addition. Cunha also played at number 9 after Mbeumo left. Before Hojland came in. Cunha is just Cunha. There's a press that he did that almost led to a goal. In fact, Everton was shocked how fast this guy could be. So, talking about Manchester United, it reminds you of a team that can do better, but there are days when they just don't show up. And this particular game against Everton, Manchester United did not show up. Now, the fourth thing that I saw in this game, you know, the substitutions that the coach did really brought some stability. In fact, possession-wise, we were 61% in possession. We had 13 shots, 6 on target, 2 big chances that we missed. You know, the players that came in, we will be able to see. We'll be able to see in defense. Delete came out. He was replaced by very young Fredrickson, who was also very solid. I think this is the future of Manchester United. We have substitutions. Casemiro came, gave a very beautiful ball to Dalot that he almost got there. You know, so there's so much. You know, the last thing that I saw, the intensity that we had against Bournemouth was missing. It is basically due to maybe players overtraining or players they have given so much information, they don't know what to do about it. What do you think about this? You know, you watch the game. What do you think about this? Because I feel there's just something that missed in this game. There's more improvement that need to come in from Manchester United and everyone else. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is the point where I ask, subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button so that you can be able to grow this channel. We are aiming at 1,000 before the league starts. We can do this. It starts with you clicking on the subscribe button. Now, this is called Charles, signing out. Peace.